United Kingdom arresting more people for social media posts overnight. A woman awakened at 2 a.m. to find police at her door once again. She's not the only one. Over social media posts that she's made. Fortunately, I don't think she was arrested this time, but watch out.
Please stay there. The reason I'm filming you is because I'm sick of the harassment. Every time I open the door to one of your offices, they are filming me. So now you know how it feels. Now it is 2:30 in the morning. Can I ask why for a second time tonight you are disturbing me and my son in my home?
Yeah, because there's, I've been made aware there's videos that have been posted onto social media, including those.
Oh, social media posts. 2 a.m. Police are coming to your house. This is the UK. And now the move towards a total 1984 style surveillance state is moving at lightning speed. I don't know how quickly this happened. We've been warning about it for years on this show. The rollout of the digital ID for everyone in England, making it mandatory.
Breaking news now. Digital ID will be made law for all adults in an effort to tackle small boats. Downing Street believes that a mandatory ID card system will help stop illegal immigrants working.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand that.
That's a mandatory ID card is what it'll help stop
migrant boats,
illegal immigrants from working. That's the line there. That's the crock of shit that they're all telling us right now.
Did he literally say small boats? If I have a digital ID, that will stop the boats.
It'll stop the boats from coming. Digital ID is the prison cell that they want you inside of. You need the digital ID first, of course. Once they have that, then they move you into a digital currency, which is coming. Friend of the show, the great Neil Oliver from Scotland, one of the only truth tellers in that entire country, explains how the nicely named Brit card would control your entire life. Watch.
BritCard would link banking information, benefits, driving licence, education, health records, housing, voting rights, you name it. If it's about you, it'll be accessed via your BritCard.
Yeah, he's right. And a new meme is going around today showing exactly how this would work. Watch.
Can I see your BritCard, please?
I don't have one. I don't have a smartphone.
Can I get another pint, please?
Sorry, sir. Your BritCard says you've exceeded your alcohol quota for this week.
Sorry, sir. Your BritCard says you've already flown twice this year. We're having to restrict passengers with higher than average emissions profiles.
Sorry, I'm afraid your funds have been temporarily frozen. Your recent social media post did not align with the government's narrative.
Sorry, I'm afraid your BritCard says you cannot purchase any more meat this week as part of our commitment to achieving net zero.
Yeah. Jim Ferguson is a former parliamentary candidate, journalist. He's also the founder of Freedom Train International. He's been all over this story. Jim, welcome back to the show from the UK. Great to see you, my friend.
Well, thank you, Clayton. Lovely to be on with you and Natalie again. Yeah, it's gone crazy in the UK. It just goes from one bad policy to another.
So walk me through like the rollout of this digital ID. We've seen protests over the past few days, people taking to the streets saying no for the digital ID. They'll probably be arrested, of course, because you're not allowed to speak out like this. But walk us through exactly how this will work and affect you in the UK.
Well, this is the first opening salvo in the whole dystopian nightmare that is the surveillance state. The globalists are absolutely adamant that they're going to push out this digital ID. And they're using the excuse of mass illegal immigration, but nobody's believing that for 1 second because there's no truth to it. What they're looking to do, Clayton, is to make sure that everybody is put under this system. And of course, this is just the very first start in it because central bank digital currencies, as you quite correctly said before I came on, is their secondary position. And that will link all of our bank accounts, everything that we do to a central system. And if they don't like what we're spending our money on, if we speak out against the state, they can effectively unplug us from society. I honestly can't emphasize this enough. It is absolutely a nightmare, and it won't stop at the UK. This is what the globalists want for every country, especially across the EU.
Now, what is the rationale that they're using about it will stop migrant boats? I can't follow that even if I want to. Can you?
Absolutely not. It's just a complete lie. It is nothing to do with stopping illegal immigration. What it is to do is giving them complete control over all aspects of our lives. And this is the first stage for that before the secondary stage comes in, which is central bank digital currencies. That's going to control everything. And it means that we have no privacy. It means that we have no any way to combat that unless you are in a position where you can unplug from it. And that's why we're continually pushing people to get ready to live outside that system. I mean, that little meme that you showed is quite true. People won't be able to use public transport. Those on welfare might be intimidated and bullied into getting this, or they don't get their welfare. Going to the doctors, going to the dentist, it all is a nightmare that is unfolding before our very eyes. This is something that's real.
I don't know if you guys have heard that Chagas disease is on the rise. Yeah, something else for us to have to worry about. There's a rare bug spreading a serious parasite. Most people don't even know they've been bitten by it. Now, Chagas disease spread by the kissing bug was long considered like a distant problem. We don't have to worry about that. But now cases have recently been detected in multiple U.S. states: California, Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and Florida. Early signs show fever, you get a rash, you get fatigued, swollen lymph nodes. It might seem mild, and you're like, I don't need to worry about that. But yet, over time, this disease can bring severe heart damage, digestive dysfunction, even death. But not to fear, our friends at the Wellness Company, their Parasite Cleanse compound of ivermectin and menbenzidol is the solution. Now, ivermectin paralyzes and kills parasites. It disrupts their nervous system. And then menbenzidol starves them by blocking glucose absorption. This potent combination delivers broad-spectrum defense against intestinal and tissue parasites. Each kit that it comes with is doctor-prescribed. It's compounded in the United States. It's tested for potency, and it represents the gold standard in parasite defense. I've personally taken it myself. Fill out a quick intake form, get a bottle of 90 capsules, that's 4 cycles, shipped right to your door. So head over to twc.health/redacted. It's right there on your screen, twc.health/redacted, and use the code redacted to save $60 off and free shipping. And it's coming to the United States, as people on our chat room are pointing out. It's coming to the United States. And the mass surveillance.
The United States has decided, in fact, the Trump administration passed a law this year saying you can no longer pay your taxes by check. We must have a link to your bank account. From now on, that means you have to give the IRS your banking account. They're saying it's to give you your refund or to take direct. But, I mean, it has been done before where they just decide what your taxes are and they take it. So, I mean, we're here, too. Is that something in the UK?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's leading to that. I mean, we saw what happened over the course of the last 4 years with mandates. They're saying this is going to be mandatory. In other words, you have no choice. There is no opt-out of it. You either do it or you don't. And they will get heavy with anybody that decides that they're not going to go along with it. But I can tell you, there is massive resistance here in the United Kingdom to it. As you guys know, I've been involved with Advance UK since its launch, now as international ambassador. And at the launch in Newcastle just on Saturday, the party leader said, if we get elected, when we get elected, they will not accept it. They will undo anything that Keir Starmer's government has done that's detrimental to the British people.
Keir Starmer the other day in an interview was asked about this illegal immigrants not working part of it. Like that's the whole reason you want digital ID is to stop illegal immigrants from working. And he couldn't answer, well, wouldn't employers, what if they just don't check the ID? And he had no answer for that. And how is that any different than a physical ID? Who cares if it's digital? It has nothing to do with illegal immigrants at all. It's ridiculous. And he was stumbling and stumbling and stumbling. I mean, he sounded like Kamala Harris trying to answer a question.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's just as bad as Kamala Harris. Maybe some would argue even worse if that was possible. But here's the thing. We have driving licenses. We have passports. We have national insurance numbers that everybody has to have. So we do not need a digital ID. But of course, the third stage to this is 15-minute smart cities. If they can control our finances or digitize them, then you're talking about geofencing. If you go out of your district, and yes, that's what they're actually calling them, districts, almost like Hunger Games style. And I kid you not, that means that you might go unauthorized to another city or another part of the country. Well, they can actually stop your cards or your payments from actually working if you break the rules. They're trying to lock the country down, and they're going to do it across Europe as well. Australia, New Zealand, it's all unfolding right before our very eyes. And these globalists who are infiltrating and infesting our respective parliaments and governments are absolutely adamant they're going to do it. But the pushback is coming.
Jim, before we get you out of here, another piece of this is Americans traveling to the UK. I know you've been covering this story. Now, this is about to roll out, I think, on October 12th, so that if Americans or I don't know what other countries fly into the UK, and I guess parts of Europe as well, we're going to be fully in your databases, right? I mean, you're scanning like everything. They're probably going to have us stripped down naked before we get into your country.
Well, I can tell you they're absolutely doing this in the EU. And those of us who, even from the UK, who are going into any of the EU countries are going to have to give biometric data. We're going to have to agree to fingerprints. I'm due to be in Europe in a number of different countries over the next few weeks. I will have no choice but to give my biometric data and fingerprints to them as well, or they won't let you in. It really is that bad, and they're going to do the same to Americans that visit Europe as well.
Well,
so,
already
so
they are,
so
and in fact...
Be clear, it's not the UK yet. Right. Yeah.
And in fact, when we were in Scotland this summer, we had to apply for these and we had to answer questions, one of which was, have you ever supported terrorism or supported extremist views, which tells you the basis on which they will decide that you can no longer have this access.
Yeah, what's an extremist view? Who gets to decide?
Right. I mean, because I think a lot of the UK government's positions are extremist. So, you know, we have to have a discussion. But on this form, you don't know how they define that.
Well, that's the whole problem. Their views are not the views of 80% of the people in this country. 80% of the Brits do not want this. And I believe there is going to be a massive pushback coming. There are already many organizations and protests that are gearing up for this. They're not going to get this fight. It's not going to be an easy fight for them, I can assure you. And in fact, it could actually cause Starmer's resignation. I think his own people, his own party members are so fed up with this that they're actually going to turn against him. But the problem is there will be somebody else that's got Klaus Schwab's ear waiting in the wings to come in and to usher in their dystopian nightmare. But we are going to fight back. We're not going to accept it without a fight. And I keep on encouraging people, get ready and prepared. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Jim Ferguson, I will point out that I hear that you have a Scottish accent too. Clayton Signal was the only brilliant person in Scotland. I know you're not in Scotland right now.
Yeah, you're not in Scotland right now, to be fair.
Yeah,
Neil's
in case that
brilliant.
hurt your feelings.
Hey, listen, guys, you don't hurt my feelings. That's always great to be on with you. And I know that you guys in Clayton actually have Scottish ancestry as well, so I feel quite comfortable, quite at home.
I do. I very much do. You'll never take away my freedom, Jim. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Great to see you as always, my friend, the great Jim Ferguson. I appreciate it. Thanks for staying up late with us there.
Yeah.
I know it's late.
Another one of the country's smartest truth tellers.
That's right. There's very few of them.
Oh, you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Always an honor to be on with you both. It really is. Thank you so much.